gentlemen, the show is about to start in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right now.
The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. Happy Tuesday. You know what it is. Good morning, Raider Nation. Live Raiders podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat. Yes, you can see by. If you say Bo Nix is garbage, you crazy as crack. Mike, you crazy. You crazy, man. Bo Nix is the shit. And if I remember right, I think he is the most accurate quarterback with the completion percentage of all time. If I'm correct, of all time. No quarterback ever has a completion rate such as that. Let that be known. With only 2 interceptions and 30-something touchdowns, and you know what I mean? Yeah, Bo Nix is that dude, bruh. But anyway, shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up this morning. Shout out to everybody out there, man. What's up with it? Dark is in the building, man. Salute to you. Thank you for being here. Mod with the most, North Cal Raider Jesse in the building. Yes, indeed. Egalitarian 207, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Eugene Powell, right in the kisser. You got it? Salute to you, my dude. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Highlight Hendo Network. Salute to you. Top of the AM. A pleasure to have you here. Mike G in the building, man. Salute, dude. Salute. Raider Syndicate in the house, man. What is the deal, man? Yes, indeed, man. Top of the morning. Tony Shepard, man. Appreciate you this morning, man. For real. Yes, indeed. It's good to see you. Yeah, F the Vikings. That's coming Friday, Mike. You're a little ahead, bro. You're getting ahead. I know I took a week off or half a week off, but we back on it. We back on it with our craziness. You already know. Let me see who else we got in here. War Productions, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Yes, sir. Raider Paul in the building, man. Salute to you. Top of the morning. Yes, sir, man. Hey, it's good to see y'all, man. For real. For real. Make sure I got everybody on here. Graham Cam, what's the deal, man? Top. Thank you for being here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Let me see. Let me run down here one time. Yeah, I like Bo. Hey, Bo Nix, got to remember 5 years of college. And he played at Auburn for 3 and Oregon at 2. Accurate as hell. You know what I mean? Mobile. You don't have to run mobile plays, but he'll allow you to extend plays with his legs. You know what I mean? But his accuracy, that's the thing I like, bro. He completes his passes. Yes, sir. I'm always gonna bang the table for hey, Duck Gang, fool. Duck Gang. He ain't 5'9", he's 6'2", bro. 6'2", 215, man. Come on, bro. Hey, put some respect on his name. You know, he put some respect on his sneaky ficky name. Let's go. All right. So you know today's title, man. We're gonna talk about Mr. Tyree Wilson. I just want to dig deep into. Well, I knew what the facts were anyway. A lot of people want to call him bust, but looking at going over everything, nope, can't call him a bust. Nope. Because it's not what was intended for him. So we're gonna go ahead and dive into this, man, and we're gonna hear a couple of breakdowns on this. Also hear about the doctor that talked about his foot when he broke it at Texas Tech, as well as Hondo Carpenter. He let us know some things going on of what the previous regime with their whole game plan for Tyree was. And I told everybody that you can see it without even seeing it. You know what I mean? I told y'all when Max Crosby and Chandler Jones were your starting ends, you drafted Tyree Wilson. Wilson was not going to start over either one of those dudes. So we knew the whole idea was to bring him along till he got 100% healthy. Then start giving him more reps, you know what I mean? For him to start developing. He already has the natural God-given ability of being 6'6", 200 and what was he, 265, 270? You know what I mean? Wingspan out of this world. So things that you're born with that you can't teach, he already has. The only thing you have to do is just coach him up and let him develop. Add little tricks to his bag. You know what I mean? Little moves he can come off the line with his bag. You know what I mean? But we're gonna break it down. It's all I got this all. Hey, bro, I'll tell you. You know what the freaking fracking fuck I know I'm talking about, dog. You feel me? So this was the little article I seen that popped up. How they said report Raiders weren't expecting big impact from first round pick Tyree Wilson until his second season. That was the game plan. They knew he wasn't 100% healthy, but the doctor said he will recover. That's fact. So if their whole plan was for him to just get to next season and then start showing some signs of progress, or not signs of progress, but showing improvement, showing to be, as for his impact goal. Because we knew he wasn't starting over Chandler Jones. He was making too much money. And he definitely ain't starting over Max Crosby. So we knew what the whole scenario was. He wasn't starting at defensive tackle. That wasn't going to happen. So where was he going to be at? On the bench. We knew this. So if you're on the bench and this whole game plan was to groom him for year 2 and then come out and be dominant, be an impact, then the game plan was that. So you can't call him a bust because he was forced into the starting lineup because of a mental mishap with Chandler Jones. You know what I mean? But we're not done though. Let's listen to what. Let me. I got the breakdown of his doctor. Okay, I want everybody to sit tight and listen to this shiznit because I got this shit all ready for y'all. So let's hear what the doctor that does surgeries on this injury, what was his exact understanding as far as the timetable of when Tyree, how long it would take for Tyree to really to get to 100 or get close to or 80%, to get 80%, but we want 100%. We don't want 80. But how long was exactly the prognosis that the doctor had for the recovery time of Tyree Wilson?
The Las Vegas Raiders' top draft pick, Tyree Wilson, suffered from a right foot injury on this play. It's subtle, but watch him plant that foot as he makes contact with the offensive lineman. And then as he attempts to push off, you notice a slight twisting motion or abduction moment of that mid-foot, just by simply having your foot plantar flexed while pushing the front of the foot into the ground, and then performing any twisting, pivoting, or pushing off can direct enough force through that complex to cause it to fail. And here is Dr. Deepak Chona giving us a data-driven prediction of when he'll likely return.
Wilson has an excellent chance to be ready to play week 1. We do often see decreased production for the first year back. So overall, our data projects a 2/3 chance Wilson plays week 1 at about 80% explosiveness and rising over the course of the first 8 weeks to about 90%.
See? And they said usually, if you read what it said, it takes a year. Usually an injury like this takes a year. A year. So why nobody was talking about Alfredo? Salute to you, man. Thank you for your super. Appreciate you, man. So why nobody was talking about what the doctor said? But he's a bust though. So the doctor already told you after surgery that he has a chance, 2/3 of a chance to start. Didn't mean he was going to be 100%, but they said up around 80%. That's just a guesstimate. That's just a guesstimate. But the doctor himself said it takes a year. An injury like this takes a year. So why are we overlooking the fact that it's going to take a year? Ain't this year one? You can't grade this dude until next year because the doctor said it. You know what I mean? Oh, and I'm not done. Let's get to Hondo Carpenter, since he does have inside scoop of exactly what the mindset was of Ziegler and McDaniels before they got, kicked out the door. But this is what their whole intentions were with Tyree Wilson coming out of
when they picked Tyree Wilson. They knew he probably wasn't going to be 100% or ready to really make an impact until next season. They knew he would play. They knew he would grow and get better, but their expectations was for next year. Well, they were okay with that because they had Kuntz and they had Chandler, and there was some feeling there that they could bring Tyree around circumstantially and not have to rush him.
See, that was the whole game plan. They knew this when they put the card in with his name on it to draft him in the first round. Their intentions were not to have him out there, and he was not going to be. The doctor said he wasn't going to be ready. The doctor said it's going to take a year. So they knew this going into drafting him. They didn't draft a bust. They drafted a development due to injury. It set him back. We know he didn't get to go out there in preseason. He didn't get to go out there in the mini camps and the mandatories and all that shit. He was behind the 8 ball from day one. But like I told people, the thing that made you not want to surpass this dude was his ceiling is so damn high. I'm talking about, and this is real shit. His ceiling is way higher than Carter, who was taking that defensive tackle with Philadelphia. Facts. His ceiling. Now, will he reach that ceiling? That's a whole nother story. That's where the coaches come into play. That's where the development and coaching him up plays. Because here's one thing about Tyree Wilson that we know for damn sure. One thing you ain't got to teach Tyree Wilson, you do not have to teach him how to be 6'6". You do not have to teach him how to be 275 pounds. You do not have to teach him to have an 84-inch wingspan. Or over that, over 7 feet. I think it was 86 inches. Over 7 foot wingspan. You don't have to teach that. That's one thing he don't have to develop. Now, some people lack the size, so therefore they have to make up in their development. He is like a big mound of fucking clay that a defensive line coach, all he got to do is coach this dude up. It's not going to be hard to coach him up. We see already out the gate, he's more powerful than the guy in front of him. They already double teaming this dude. How many games has it's been, 12 games already? So in 12 games, without being a starter or being a regular and slowly keeping his snap count down to bring him along, this is what he has already. He has 19 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. Forced fumble. Now, if I was correct, let me see something real quick. Let's see. We got 5 games left. 5 games left for Tyree Wilson to add more to his stats, right? And one thing coming out of college, the one thing he was noted for was being very, very good against the run. And this is what we already know now. The question everybody else was like, well, we need a pass rush. Okay, they're going to have to develop that. He's going to need to be able to develop a bag of different tricks, just like Max Crosby did. Max Crosby knows way more now than he did coming out of college. Max Crosby didn't come out of college with a bag full of tricks already, with swing moves and fake spin moves. He developed that. But we're allowed to let him develop that over how many years? And Tyree only got, what, 12 games? All right, so here's go one thing right here. Let's see something. I'm gonna bring up some shit in a minute. I'm gonna have you guys listen to the scouting report. But let's see. Let me get this one stat up, bruh. Now we know Khalil Mack came out of college starting. He wasn't injured. You know what I mean? Khalil Mack had 4 sacks his rookie year. 4 sacks. 4 sacks. Guess how many forced fumbles he had? 1. So Tyree Wilson tied Khalil Mack rookie year with forced fumbles. And he is approximately 2.5 sacks away from tying Khalil Mack's total sack number his rookie year, which was 4. Right now, Tyree Wilson has 1.5 with 5 games to go. 5 games to go. Bruh. A lot of people be, hey, you gotta do your research, man. You gotta do your research, bruh. Let me bring this up real quick. Now I'm gonna go to his scouting. Listen to what they say about his scouting coming out of college. And we're seeing that, and we're seeing that he needs to develop a bag of tricks. That's all he gotta do, bruh. That's all he gotta do. Let's do this shit. One time for the man. All right, listen to this guy right here talk, man. This scout report.
All the focus this year for edge rushers have been on Will Anderson and Miles Murphy, and for good reason. Both of those players are great prospects. However, there is another edge rusher who's flying under the radar who may be able to join them as a top 10 selection. That player, as you might have guessed, is Tyree Wilson.
For entertainment and educational purposes only.
270 and adds to that with monstrous 35.5-inch arms. He uses his arms well in the running game to disengage from blockers and stop runners that are foolish enough to run through his gap. He also uses it as a pass rusher to gain leverage and bull rush offensive tackles. Wilson backs up the physical attributes with the production. He's among the leaders in the nation in pressures and boasts 7 sacks and 14 tackles for loss. Wilson really shines as a run defender. He consistently sets the edge to where it's almost impossible to try anything outside. To go along with his aforementioned long arms, his natural power allows him to knock back would-be run blockers and cause havoc in the backfield. He also has a really strong nose for the ball.
All right, let's stop that real quick. Now, see how they broke down and say his power? We've seen his power. We see, and that's what, and people want to complain about the fact that all he has is a bull rush. Well, guess what? Guess what you ain't got to coach him up on? Bull rushing. You know what I mean? You ain't got to coach him up on the bull rush. That's one trick that he only has right now in his bag. All you got to do now is coach him up and teach him others. Teach him spin moves, swim moves, counter spin moves, all that shit. Let him add to his repertoire of defensive end techniques. And that's why he's in the NFL. That's why there are defensive coaches to work with him, positional coaches to help develop him into what he can be. Because right now, like I said, you can't teach 6'6", you can't teach 270, and you can't teach the fact that this motherfucker already got man strength. Grown ass man strength at 22 fucking years old. Grown man strength. Where he's going to be facing 30, 31 dudes that's 10 years older than him. But yet he can bully their ass. But that's why we need the coaching to be able and go ahead and get and add to what else he needs to be added to be a great defensive end. But the born like this. I give you an example of what he was born with. Remember, I don't know if y'all might not be LeBron James fans. Y'all don't got to be fans though, but you got to respect the man's skill set and for what he developed into. LeBron James coming out of high school was a freak. Right now, he's a freak. Everything LeBron has, he was born with. He's above the rim like Jordan. I'm not saying he's like Jordan now. Listen to the aspects how I'm breaking it down. He's above the rim like Jordan. He's exactly the same build as Karl Malone and able to see the court like Magic Johnson. Now, when he came out of high school, they didn't draft LeBron James for what he was right then and there. They drafted him on his potential, what he can be. And that's what LeBron is, what he can be. And look what he developed. Look at just his physical attribute allowed him to play how many years in the NBA? To break the all-time scoring record held by Kareem. They see, when they drafted him, they didn't expect him to do break those kind of records. They was hoping he was going to be good, but he was raw talent. 18 years old out of high school, raw. Nobody foreseen LeBron. Yeah, they was calling him the king because he was the best to come out of high school. We're saying high school. He developed into what he is. You got to do the same thing with Tyree. Tyree got too much God-given ability. It's the same reason why I'm so mad at Jamarcus Russell. Jamarcus Russell had so much God-given talent, but didn't have the work, the mindset, or the intestinal fortitude to milk himself to be great. Can you imagine if, put it like this, look, what kind of quarterback do you think Jamarcus Russell could have been if he would have had the work ethic of Max Crosby? Just imagine that shit. The dude already had an arm. He was a big-ass quarterback. He was mobile enough, but the arm was just fucking ridiculous. Just imagine Jamarcus Russell having the work ethic to want to be great at his position like Max Crosby. What kind of quarterback would you have had? And that's why he was drafted. Potential. Every college player is drafted on potential. Not what he is now, but what he can be. And you can only gauge that by his ceiling and his floor. Does he have a high floor and a high ceiling? That means if he doesn't reach his ceiling, his floor is high enough where he still will be good. A low floor means, hey, this motherfucker can drop off the face of the earth and, you know what I mean, not be shit. And we done seen many of those. You know what I mean? Rolando McClain, just to mention a name. You know what I mean? Jamarcus Russell, floor was low as shit. But their potential was so high, you could not afford to pass him up, because if you can get the best out of him to reach his ceiling, that's going to be one of the greats ever to play the sport. Facts. Because their God-given ability already give them a head start over these motherfuckers that don't have that and just got to work twice as hard as they do. So that's all I'm saying. You don't hear nobody saying about the ceiling of Jalen Carter. Now, he's a good defensive tackle, but you don't hear nobody mentioning what's old boy with the Rams, Donald. You don't hear them comparing him to Aaron Donald. Not even Richard Seymour. You don't hear, come on, you don't even hear that shit, that comparison. But you hear Tyree. That's why he moved up the chart so quick. Because of his physical, his God-given ability. You don't have to teach that because you can't. So to give up on him after 12 games, and you see, let me ask you guys this question in the chat. From game one, when you seen Lobby One, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning to you. When you seen Tyree Wilson play for the first time, you remember when it took him like 5 minutes to come out of his stance after the ball was hiked? And you compare him to now. Do you see improvement? Do you see improvement from the very first game Tyree Wilson has ever played up to his last game he played? Do you see improvement? So what's that telling you? You know what I mean? I see improvement. I see improvement against the run. And that's exactly what the scouting film dude right here was saying about him, was against the run. Them long arms, and I told y'all, he can be engaged with an offensive lineman and still reach out and make a tackle. He got 19 of them. Who was the 19 motherfuckers he tackled? I know he didn't get it all in one game, but he got 19 solos. What did I say? What did he have? Hold on, I didn't even look at that other stat. We halfway through the season, and this dude got his numbers up. Hold on, let me see again. Yeah, Tyree Wilson has 19 tackles, 1.5 sacks, and 1 forced fumbles so far. So far. They don't have this. I want this game to game. And they don't have his stats. You know who would have it though? Fucking ESPN. Let me see. Because I want to see if there's a gradual incline on his stats. Let me get rid of that shit. I can get rid of this shit, and then we'll add this and go just give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. I want to see the gradual. So yeah, he has 18 tackles with 10 of those being solo. And he's not even getting hella snaps. That's the thing you got to look at. Is this? Hold on. Are you fucking serious? So he got 20. They said he got 20 total tackles. All right, so let's let me see this shit real quick. I need to get the regular season projected. Oh no, they ain't got it. Oh no. I gotta go here. I gotta go here. So yeah, he has 20 tackles. But I want to see the games, though. I want to see the games. I want to see all of his games. So yeah, he's still in his process of developing. Because I know he didn't have shit for the first few games. So all this shit, all these tackles had to come later. They had to come. Let me see if I can go into overview. Okay, let me see. Exactly like I see. Watch this, y'all. I'm about to bring something up real quick. Let me stop this and let's bring this up real quick. It's just like I thought, man. All right. Here's Tyree's stats for every game. Well, not every game, but these are the games that his tackles came in. Look at the progression. He had 1 total tackle against Kansas City the last game we had. We had 2, 1 solo, 1 stuff. He had 2 total tackles against Miami, 1 solo, nothing against the Jets, 4 against the Giants, 3 solo, 1 assist, half a sack. So the small amounts of time he's out there, he's producing while he's out there, because he wasn't getting a whole bunch of snaps. Because you got to remember, they were having, matter of fact, Malcolm Kuntz is getting more snaps than he is. You know what I mean? Oh, I can see all. Hold on. Oh, no, that's something else. That's something else. Never mind. And the one thing that I'm glad he ain't did, knock on wood. Hold on, where's some wood at? Hold on, let me get an erection real quick. I got to knock on wood. Knock on wood. He's been staying healthy. Let me say that again. A guy coming off of 2 surgeries off that foot. 2 of those. 12 games in. He's staying healthy. Remember, there was a big, at the beginning of the season, like, oh, he's not going to finish this season. Oh, he's still injured. Oh, he was coming off the foot injury. He was getting healthy, but it takes time. Like they said, it takes a year. 1 year. It is empty. Mike is empty. My parents always said I was hard-headed. I don't know how many whoopings and beatings I done got. I lost count, to be honest with you. I ain't gonna lie. I forgot how many motherfucking whoopings I got as a kid. I got enough of them. I ain't gonna say enough. I got a lot of them. He said, what did he say? Week 4 versus Giants, when he didn't take off, he didn't have no 5 sacks. Oh, 0.5, my bad. I didn't see the little. They'll see highest QBR in the division rival game against the Chiefs. Rookie Q. See, and that's another guy that you guys got to be patient with. It's Aiden O'Connell. Why does everybody, when you see a quarterback get drafted, right? You see a quarterback get drafted. Houston's quarterback, Stroud, and he's doing the things he's doing. Why does everybody assume that every other quarterback in that same fucking draft got to develop on the same timeline? Everybody's not the same. Everybody's not going to develop at the same time, bruh. Tyree Wilson, everybody's not going to develop at the same time, same pace. Everybody got their own road to travel. Some take longer than the others. Others are born with shit that others ain't. So they got to add to their repertoire also to be an elite type of athlete. They know they got to outwork everybody else. But why does O'Connell got to be Stroud? He's not Stroud. Oh, he's just going to be a career backup. How do you make that assumption after 12 games and not even starting 12 games, mind you? We're just saying 12 games into the season for the team as a whole. So, bruh, same with AP. What you expect from Antonio Pierce? What, to lead us to the Super Bowl? He's never coached before. Like, that's it. He's never coached before. He never had an experience. Well, how in the fuck is he supposed to get experience if ain't nobody gonna give him experience? So when you get the experience, ain't that how you supposed to learn? Let the dude learn. I'm not really too big on fucking Harbaugh, just because, you know what I mean? I agree that he has experience. Yes, I agree with that. But you got to be sure. Biashia ain't coming back, and I don't think Mark Davis even thought about that shit. But here's the thing is, he does not want to repeat the mistakes of the past. See, that's why you make mistakes, is to learn from them so you don't do it again. So for Mark to just let AP Go after the. We'll see these next few games what happens. We know one thing though. We sure in the hell are competitive in every game we played since he took over. We damn sure been competitive. It ain't like we ain't been competitive. We got to learn how to sustain it. But that's all a part of learning, growing pains. And it's just so. Tell me this. I guarantee you, I bet you, I don't think this has ever happened. Has there ever been a team? Tell me how many teams out there have fired the GM, the head coach, the offensive coordinator, and the quarterback all at one time in the middle of the season. I guarantee you will not find one fucking football team in the NFL to ever fire a GM, a head coach, an offensive coordinator, and a motherfucking quarterback all at the same time. Nobody. Raider Paul, you don't know what you talk about, bruh. You can't just give up that easy, bruh. You can't give up easy on that dude. What if that dude is destined to become a good coach? You saying he's not the man. He's not running the defense. He's not running the offense. Whose responsibilities are those? The coordinators. But he's overseeing everything. The players are, he's leading all the players. Facts. You talk about you want a leader of men? Ain't that what he's doing? That's why I said, hey, bruh. And I'm not saying make AP the motherfucking the head coach permanent right now. This is what my suggestion is. Because it's not fair to dump everything on him in the middle of the season and not be prepared for it. His job was to be the linebackers coach. He wasn't supposed to be the head coach. He jumped over coordinator and became head coach. Why? Because they did not want to mess with what Patrick Graham already has going on with that defense. That's exactly why Biaggia was the head coach when he took over. Because they didn't want to mess with the defensive coordinator or the offensive coordinator. And all Biaggia had to do was just oversee, delegate. Ain't that what leaders do? When you're a supervisor at your work, don't you delegate the work to the employees that's under you? Delegate. For any coach to have his hand in either the defense or the offense while being the head coach is doing a disservice to that franchise, because you cannot give 100% to either or if you're spread out amongst two different hats you're wearing. You can only wear one hat 100% of the time. And that's where a lot of these some people can probably juggle, but I don't think they're doing it by themselves. I believe that they got a damn good offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, whatever the side of the track that their experience comes from. They got the right guy there helping them. But what I think I would do is let AP carry the interim tag for a whole season next year. Let's see. You give him a full year. Now he knows his players. He knows what. Now, and then we got to figure out what we're going to do. I think it's more important about the defensive coordinator and the offensive coordinator than the head coach right now, because the players have bought in. That's a fact. I would hate to go get a Harbaugh, bring him in here, and the players not really feeling him. Then what? We're right back at square one. We know the players are all in under AP. That's a fact. We can mark that off the whiteboard. Okay, check. AP, leader of men. Check. AP has all players bought in. Check. Now, defensively, he never been a defensive coordinator, so I wouldn't put it. You know what I mean? I let Patrick Graham go ahead and keep working his thing. Offensive coordinator, you're dealing with a rookie there as well. Do you give him time to develop his own playbook? Because he ain't had time to do that shit. He had to go in and just take bits and pieces of what he already knows and keep that installed. But what kind of offense can he come up with? Because he comes off of a coaching tree as well. There's guys he's been underneath that every time these guys were coordinators, offensive coordinators, and went to another team to be a coach, Guess who they brought with them? Bo Hardegree. Bo Hardegree was brought to two different teams. And the same teams that Champ Kelly were at it was Chicago, as well as he was with New England as well. So yeah, they both been at the same spots with Chicago, New England, and the Raiders. So everywhere Bo Hardegree ended up going, somebody brought him there. It wasn't a job opening that he decided, oh, let me put in the application. He was brought there. So somebody thought high enough of him. And they also say he's one of the young minds, great minds on offense to be developed and be the next guy coming in as an offensive coordinator. Well, now he has his time. But now during his rookie time, he's going to make mistakes too. That's what's going to develop his character, develop his know-how. Is by fucking up. Everybody knows you gotta, bruh. The first time you fucking try to walk as a fucking kid, you fail. First time you try to ride a bike, you fail. The best motherfucking cyclists you'd ever seen on motorcycles jumping over high bars and doing backflips, they fail the first time. They still fall now, trying tricks that ain't never been accomplished. They're pushing the envelope, but that's how they learn how to do it, is by falling. You got to get back up, though. So you're talking about a team in the middle of the season that had giving control over to a rookie GM, a rookie head coach, a rookie offensive coordinator, and a rookie quarterback. What kind of fucking what you thought you was gonna get out of that shit? We're hoping that we can do some shit, but realistically, hey, bro, let's keep it a buck. What the fuck you thought was gonna happen out of a rookie GM, coach, quarterback, and offensive coordinator? Come on, bro. I got a GED, bro, and I got common sense to know, brother. What we were not expecting a fucking Super Bowl out of this shit, bro. You got 4 motherfuckers that gotta learn their fucking position. And not just that, they gotta learn it in the middle of the fucking season. They didn't get a whole season to do this shit and learn by their bumps and bruises from week 1 to week 6, week 7. Come on, bruh. I think some of y'all need to go to adult school. That's, you know what I mean? Hey, I ain't knocking. Hey, for those who lack education, hey, bruh, they got adult school out there. They'll teach you how to read. You'll do basic math. There's a lot of shit they can teach you. Hey, they might even have home ec, so if your ass can't cook, they can teach you how not to starve. You say he knows how to, he knows how to develop QBs, but everybody that calls himself a QB whisperer, how that work? Wasn't Gruden a QB whisperer? How many Super Bowls we got with Gruden? He didn't have to whisper with Rich Gannon. Shit, Rich Gannon was just as old as his ass was when he became the Raiders coach back in 98, 99? Gannon was the same fucking age as that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Shit. But like I said, man, I'm not comfortable with letting a head coach be a GM too. That's where I was getting at. That's why I said I don't like a coach to have to do 2 things, because you can't never give one 100%. It's impossible. If you're doing 2 things, there's no way on God's given earth you can do both things at 100% unless you got a motherfucking clone that knows exactly what you want done. Then he can do one thing, you can do another. But you're split down the middle. Not even evenly down the middle. It won't be 50-50. It all depends on who do you give most of your time to. So what, do you coach 70% and give 30% on the offensive play call? So when you do that, then both positions are lacking again, because now the head coaching position is lacking the 30% that you're giving to offensive coordinator. And offensive coordinator is lacking the 70% that you're giving the head coaching. Come on, bruh. It don't, that the math ain't mathing. I know math, bruh, and that's not fucking feasible. I want my head coach to be the head coach 100% of the time. % of the time is what you want the motherfucking coach to focus on. Being the coach. I don't want you calling the plays. I don't want you being the defensive coordinator also. Because you got a whole team you got to look after. You know what I mean? If you're the offensive coordinator and the offense comes off of the field on the 3 and out, that means you got to sit there and you got to go over what the fuck went wrong. When you should be watching the fucking field because now the defense is out there because you the head coach. Bro, I'm telling you, I'm just not comfortable with it, bro. I'm not comfortable with that shit. I want you to focus on your fucking job. Don't drive and text at the same fucking time because you can't do both at 100%. Don't drive and put on your motherfucking makeup. You know what I mean? Talking on the phone while you trying to cook. Now you done burnt the motherfucking water. But look, this is what I'm saying. You keep Graham, right? We don't see now. We'll be able. You let AP have the interim head coaching title. Same with Champ Kelly. But you let them do it for a whole year. Let them develop a game plan in the preseason. Let them develop on what they're, you know what I mean? Don't just throw the ingredients on their motherfucking, on their table and say, make something. What the fuck I got here? How you got, nigga, marshmallows and motherfucking tube steak? No, you got tube steak and marshmallows. What the fuck I'm supposed to make with that shit? But no, on the real though, I believe you let AP be interim for a whole year. Champ Kelly for a whole year. You stick with Aiden O'Connell. You might go draft a quarterback. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with competition. And maybe the quarterback you draft is better than Aiden O'Connell. That's a win-win for us. Maybe Aiden O'Connell's better than the rookie you drafted. That's a win for us, the team. We get the best of what we got. Now we develop an offense around Aiden O'Connell. Right now, this offense is not built around Aiden O'Connell. It's not. This is not built around Aiden O'Connell. Build your offense around this dude. Implement every weapon he has into that offense. Then play a whole season and see what you can do with the additions of draft picks and free agents that we get along the way. And get rid of the motherfuckers that ain't shit. You know what I mean? But let him carry interim. Don't give him the head. Let him go out. Let him actually go out there and earn this shit. Don't give him 7 games and be like, here you go, 7. With a game plan that is not his. With a team full of players that were not his. Now, you got players on this team you want to keep for show. But you got other players, bro. We even seen this shit. We look at some of these motherfuckers out there like, bro, if you don't let this motherfucker go, a lot of people saying, man, thank God Teamer got a DUI. Thank God Teamer drinks. You know what I mean? Thank God AP squeezed the trigger on letting Marcus Peters go. What if we would have did that a long time ago? How many tackles would have been made? How many touchdowns would have been kept from being scored? You got to give these guys give them an equal opportunity to succeed. I mean, it's sudden that when you fire a coach, but damn, like I said, there has never been a team to ever fire GM, coach, quarterback, and offensive coordinator all at the same time, bro. Never happened. I don't know what you was expecting from it, but that has never, ever happened. Because the reason why I say do this shit is because this is what I want. I'm tired of going through these coaches. I'm tired of going through offensive, defensive coordinators. I'm tired of that shit. So what you got to do, you got to be 100% confident that the decisions you make are the right ones for this team. Do not rush to judgment and get AP up out of there, because what if AP with a whole season could take us to the playoffs and have us knock on the door of the AFC Championship just because of his leadership? We add the right talent to be, and he's the leader to lead them, bruh. How do we know that's not going to happen if we don't give him an opportunity to do that? You just, like I said, you just threw shit on his table and say, make a casserole. Motherfucker, what the fuck you just threw on my table? But you got to give him a fair chance, bruh. Anybody, even with this team, you got to let like for instance, Josh McDaniels had a fair opportunity. You had a year and a half, bruh. Why they get a year and a half, but AP only gets half a season? And I'm not even asking for AP to get a motherfucking a signed sealed contract right now. Let him earn it, but let him earn it fairly. Give him all the tools he needs. If you want to change out coordinators, do that if that's what you feel. But if you feel like, hey, this coordinator, if long he's got something working, okay, well, give him a full season to go ahead and see what he really can do. Because what if Bo Hardegree is the next young great offensive mind, but we never gave him an opportunity to achieve that? What if AP is the next, like, okay, let's look at Jim Harbaugh. Everybody loves Jim Harbaugh. You know Jim Harbaugh was a player before he was doing anything else, right? The same path that Harbaugh took to get where he's at right now, that's the same path that AP can take. He was a former player. He coached his position, just how Harbaugh coached quarterbacks before moving up in the ranks and becoming a head coach. Natural progression. Why we're not letting AP do that? Same shit. Look what AP did with our linebackers. Everybody thought that the fucking linebackers was the weakest link on his team. They didn't have faith in Spillane. They didn't have faith in nobody else, Diablo. They didn't have faith in Masterson. They didn't have faith in nobody. But yet that's like one of our best position groups on this team. Spillane is killing it. Who's their coach? That guy, come on, bruh. They say Harbaugh is a quarterback a guru. I wouldn't doubt it. He was a quarterback. He knows that position. Of course, that is his strength. AP, he coached that position. He played that position. Of course, the linebackers is our strength. It's a reflection of the head coach because that's his repertoire. So to quit on a man before giving him an opportunity to show exactly what can he do. Because I would hate to give up on him and AP goes somewhere and he takes that motherfucking team. If he just becomes a coach and he takes that team far, and we're going to be sitting here like, fuck. And we had him. We had him. And we let that motherfucker go. That's the last thing I want to be sitting here having a discussion about. Like, we let him go. And we got to avoid that shit. Man, Raider Paul, I'm going to end up blocking you, bruh. Other people like, I don't block no. I fuck that. If I'm going to stop fucking with you, I will block you. Not because I'm mad. You just like, you like a little kid that just keep like you poking a stick at a dog. You keep poking the stick. Then that one day that motherfucking cage gonna be open, bruh. I'm gonna give you leeway because I'm gonna assume you don't know better. But you keep poking sticks at me, I'm not gonna bark. I ain't gonna bark. I'm gonna wait till that motherfucking gate is unlocked. Then you gonna unfollow me and all that shit because I'm gonna go hard on the paint on you. You think it's gonna be fuck your team Friday? It's gonna be fuck you Friday. Oh, yeah. Now let me quit. I ain't gonna do that shit to you. Alfredo, the boss with the sauce. All I'm saying is, bruh, I want us to be right with our decision. I don't knock Harbaugh saying that he can't be a hell of a coach. I would love for him to be the coach, but only the coach. That's my only fear factor. I don't want him to wear two hats. If you're gonna be the coach, come be the coach. Do that shit. Do it to a high level. Get us back to where we're supposed to be. But if you coming back to be the coach and the GM, I don't want you splitting shifts. You know what I mean? I don't want you doing that shit. I want you to focus on getting us back to prominence. That's all I want. I don't want to keep 2 years from now, you get fired and then we go to another coach. 2 years after that, they get fired and keep going over and over and over. What they say insanity is doing the same shit over and over again, expecting a different outcome. Come on, bro. I know y'all tired. I'm tired of that shit. I'm to the point where I can't even get mad no more because it's like when the Raiders do something fucked up or, you know what I mean, in the game, we all say, and it's a fucked up for us to say, well, that's the Raiders. I don't want to be that's the Raiders. You know what I mean? I don't want to be that motherfucker. I want to be, nigga, that's the Raiders. Hey, Goon, are you going to the game Sunday? Are you going to the Minnesota game? I'm just asking, bruh. I'm trying to see if you got some extra tickets you want to sell. I just need one. My motherfucking son and his mom and them and her sister and mama and all them is going to the game Sunday because her sister husband is a Vicodin fan. And they're like, well, we're going to the game on the 9th. I say, what the fuck you mean you going to the game? Like, yeah, me and Kelly are going to the game. Like, you didn't ask me if I want to get a fucking ticket. See, that's why, like, I ain't gonna say bitch, but that's why you a single mom. You said Wi-Fi Willie blocked you? Bruh, if you wearing two fucking teams jersey, not because you like the team, because you like the player. Bruh, you could have got you a fucking Derek Carr Fresno State fucking jersey. That's what have solved all that shit. Get the college jersey. No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. Unless you a diehard, well, you know you're a Fresno State fan. You know what I mean? Like, I like the Ducks. I'm a Duck fan. But I'm not like, I ain't gonna get no Duck tattoo on me. I got the Raiders and I got the Blazers tattooed on me. I'm not gonna do college. I never went to the college. I'm just a fan of the college team, though. You know what I mean? Grew up in my neck of the woods. Hell no, Raider Paul. You said SC blocked you. You know what? You know who I blocked? Because I don't fuck with him. It ain't got nothing to do with say he's just a disrespectful ass motherfucker. As Hefe KC. He can't never come on my motherfucking page no more. I hope the God in life we cross paths. I really do. Like, I hope I'm holding a pool stick at a pool hall and he comes in to get a beer so I can take the fat end of the pool stick and beat the shit out of him. I really don't like that dude. Allegedly. I would allegedly do that. Okay. Oh, they're for no. Okay. If they're for sale, bruh, what? Hey, get at me privately and let me know what you want, because I want to get one ticket, bruh. I'm going to the sperm bank today to get a withdrawal. You know what I mean? Hey, let me know what you gonna hit me with, man. Shit, if you got me on Instagram, yeah, you got me on Instagram. Hit me on Instagram, and give me a quote. Give me a quote, bro. I just need one ticket, bro, to get in the game. It's December, bro. You know what that means. Little boy that was 15 years old, dark. The little boy that's 15 years old with dark shades. Hendo. You stupid. You talk about SE. I fuck with SE, bruh. Yeah, he's a content creator. Him and Twan have a show together. 2 for 1. Yeah, he been yeah, him and Twan got a bro. Hey, I don't got no cats, bro. I you know what I mean? I can put some merc together and you know what I mean, get some cash. I can cash app you. You know what I mean? Cash app. I got all whatever. Venmo, whatever you need, bro. Just give me a quote though. I'd rather give you cash because I'm fresh out of pussy. All I got is money and cash. I mean money and ass. And I'm fresh out of ass, bro. I go get one of these strays out here in my condos. Put some lipstick on that motherfucker and shave his back bald. I'm not going to the Super Bowl, but I'm gonna take part in the festivities in February for that shit. You know they got fan shit. I went to the one when they had it in San Francisco. I went to that one when the Super Bowl was in Santa Clara that year. So me and my boy, we went there. Hey, I anybody that can come out here around Super Bowl weekend, come out here and take part in the fan shit. There's a lot of shit to do. It costs to get in like $50, but it's like a big ass NFL convention. It's not just the Super Bowl teams, it's every fucking aspect of the NFL is represented at this shit. And I know they're gonna do it big here in Vegas. As many parties as gonna jump off, day parties, night parties, that whole weekend. Yeah, I'm definitely ain't working that Sunday. Yeah, that's a no-brainer, bruh. I might get me a room on the strip just so I can be down there. He said a lot lizard. Oh no, that's Mike G is the lot lizard pimp. No, I'll be out there. You know what I mean? I was at the draft last year. I'm gonna be at the Super Bowl, bruh. Like I said, I try to do a lot of shit with my son, so we're gonna be out there. You know what I mean? I love the strip because that's where all the food over by Fremont Street downtown. That's where the good food, and it's not like expensive. Like all the famous chefs who started off at these casinos, they end up when they start their own business, they usually go to downtown Las Vegas and close to Fremont Street and set up their restaurants. Man, there's a lot of good food downtown. Real shit. Look it up on YouTube or TikTok and shit about places to eat downtown Vegas. There's a lot of good shit. A bar too. There's a bar called Raised by Wolves. You pay $30, open bar. $30 to get in, bruh. All the drinks you can handle. You know what I mean? Hey, there's another place. Forgot the name of it. Lot Park or the parking lot or some shit is called. But you go out, it's an outdoor like patio type shit. But they got good food and drinks there and all that shit too. There's a comedy club downtown. Hey, there's a lot of good shit to do when y'all come out to Vegas. Y'all ain't got to be on the strip. That's where all the expensive shit is at. To get shit that's a little bit more price friendly, get off the strip. Go to Fremont Street. Go over downtown Las Vegas. Hey, y'all get your grub on for real, because there's a lot of good food. Hey, just Hey, just get on me and add me on you can message me on Instagram, bro. Or you can get at me on X, Twitter. There's Lunatic Raider or Raiders Allegiance. And then on Instagram is Raiders Allegiance. Or you can email me, raidersallegiance@gmail.com. Simple. Channel name @gmail. I get out there, boy, I'm gonna go party. I'm gonna go get my drink on. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be out there, man, for real. I know we probably ain't gonna be in it, but it don't matter. I like to party. Do I like to get out there, drink? I like to sight, look at, you know what I mean? People watch and just crack up and shit. Hey, Vegas got every single type, bruh. Just this past weekend, I spent $50 on a large pizza. The reason was it was called Amore Taste of Chicago. It's a Chicago deep dish. It was a stuffed deep dish pizza. The pizza was bomb, bruh. It's not your Little Caesars. It ain't Domino's. It was motherfuckers straight from Chicago. Came in, and they even brought the brick oven that they cooked the pizza in. That was brought from Chicago. So it's the original, the real Chicago stuffed deep dish where they lay down the crust, then they fill it with cheese, crust, sauce, and then whatever toppings you want. Oh my God. That motherfucker was so good. But I had to spend 50 because I had was it Postmates? I think Postmates I had them deliver. Oh, and I got some garlic bread and all that shit too though. So they got some good ass barbecue out here. I'm telling you, wherever parts of this country or world that you can figure the type of food that they're known for, motherfuckers from those countries and states and cities come to Vegas to start their own shop because the world comes here. Like I said, this is ground zero for the world is Vegas because the whole world travels to Vegas. So you'll get like a whole different variety of different kind of foods, music, entertainment, because everybody comes here. But yeah, bro, it's the food out here. Look, if y'all want to do it big, go to the buffet inside of the Venetian. Is it the Venetian? Yeah, I think inside the Venetian there's a no. Is it the Venetian or is it the fucking Caesar's Palace? It's one of them. It's like $99 on certain days, and then like in the middle of the week it's like $69. But it's like, I swear to God, man, I ain't ate there yet, but I want to go there. Crab, lobster, all you can eat. Crab, lobster, shrimp, the dessert bars out of this fucking world. It's just, bruh. There's another one that I don't know if they still do it. There's another buffet. They only do brunch. It's one Sunday out the month. It's $100 per person. But it's all you can eat lobster tails, even the caviar. If you like caviar, it's all you can eat caviar, lobster tails, crab, all that shit. But it's $100 though. But still, you eating high end and as much of it you want. Usually one plate of some shit like this would be $100. You eat until you can't eat no more. Oh shit! What I do, I buy beer and bring it down to the strip because like the tall cans of Corona, the 24 ounces, they're like $10 at certain spots on the strip. Across the street from me, I can get a 3-pack for $9. You see the difference? $3 for, you know what? I should just buy a whole bunch of tall boys and go down there and sell them the motherfuckers for $8. But like, don't pay 10. I got it for $8. They'll probably give me like, you got a liquor license? Motherfucker try to fuck my hustle up. Nah, fuck Taco Bell, bruh. There's taco trucks out here that's fucking Taco Bell up. There's this one place up towards by the Stratosphere, north of the strip. And I seen this on YouTube as well. There's a truck that when they do like the quesadillas, bruh, the prices are like good, but the quesadillas is big as a motherfucker. Now, there's one place that do a burrito. It's a burrito that can feed, I think, like 5 to something people. It's a big ass giant burrito. That motherfucker costs if you're gonna pay for it, but if you can eat it under so much time, you know what I mean, you'll get it for free. But the whole thing is wrapped in bacon. Now, I don't want a big one like that and wrapped in bacon. I want a regular large, because I know in Arizona there's a place in Tucson that they got bacon wrapped burritos, bruh. And I tell you, man, I had one of them, the best shit I ever fucking ate. Oh my God. Hey, that's what we can do. By a case, we'll walk the strip and just trip off of people and we'll get fucked up. You know what I mean? We'll get fucked up. Make fun of motherfuckers, especially all, you know, every team fan gonna be here. We could just make fun of them. I'll get a backpack. I'll get even a fifth or something. Throw it in, do a mobile bar. Get the little ice pack, throw them in the back, add a beer cold. Just walk around and just fuck it. You know what I mean? But the nightlife will be it should be dope. I can't wait for New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve is always packed on the strip, but They also do New Year's Eve on in Fremont Street, and they're doing old school hip hop. They're doing Tone Loc, Kid and Play, Blackstreet. That's on one stage, and then they got other acts on other stages. There's 3 stages on Fremont Street, and like no minors can go to that one. They block that shit out and check ID when you come in. Now the Strip, you can bring kids and shit. Like I said, I take my son with me, but I'm gonna see what he gonna do this year. Hell yeah, boy! I be out there. I'll be having my fun, man, for real. Cause there's gonna be a day when I get old as fuck and ain't gonna be able to do shit, which ain't gonna be no time soon. And Paul, there's gonna be, I don't know if it's open yet, but I heard this is next. Las Vegas is about to have a cannabis themed hotel casino where they make it on one floor. You can smoke. You can smoke your greenery on one. There's gonna be one floor committed to you being able to go smoke your weed in the casino. The first cannabis themed casino and hotel off the right. It's close to the Strip. I gotta see if they ever if they started breaking ground on that shit yet. But yep, that's coming. Don't the shit on the Strip. Don't if you see CBD and all that and other shit, they ain't selling weed. Don't fuck with the shit on the Strip. The real weed shit is off the Strip. Matter of fact, close by the Stratosphere. Matter of fact, the let me remember, and the address is 420. That's real shit. Cannabis spot. I've been up in there one time too. They had this one chick. Oh, she was bad as a motherfucker too. But yeah, man. Hey, there's all kind of shit. But yeah, hey, we gonna get down. Beer and Bud, hey, bro, it's gonna be on and cracking. Lynx Hotel is a good one. No, it's not the Lynx that's doing the weed shit. It's a new hotel and casino they about to open. Bruh, can you imagine? I wonder how they're gonna have it set up. You know what I mean? It's not gonna just be no old like hole in the wall ass spot. You just sit and blow. There's got to be shit that maybe they throw. Maybe it's a floor with where you can gamble and shit and just blow weed instead of blowing cigarettes while you on the slot machine or the crap table. You can blow your weed. They can take a hit. Good luck, 7. You know what I mean? Oh, what time is it, man? I'm going. Oh yeah, I'm going deep in the deep water, man. Hey, I'm about to jump my ass off of here, y'all. But hey, man, I appreciate y'all for pulling up, man. Hey, I think it was a good show today. We had fun, talk some good shit, and talk some real shit about Tyree, and about the future of this team, bruh. But yeah, you already know who it is, Lunatic Raider, bruh. The only one that makes y'all laugh and get the right motherfucking knowledge between your ears. You feel me? So with that being said, man, you guys enjoy your Tuesday. I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance, man. You've been watching Good Morning Raider Nation live Raiders podcast, man. I'll catch y'all in the morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, right here, same Raider time, same Raider channel. I'm out this bitch.